Australia is one of the world's most biodiverse regions. However, over the years, this tropical hotspot, known for its pristine ocean views, tropical forests, and marine creatures, has only seen a fraction of the aquatic biodiversity it experienced over 100 years ago. This is because our coastlines are missing a very crucial species: oysters. Oysters are the vacuums of the sea, filtering 2.7 billion liters of ocean water per year and providing important nursery habitat for a diverse range of marine organisms. Oyster beds used to stretch for miles along the Australian coastline, sharing space with seaweed beds and coral reefs, until these ecosystems collapsed in the late 1800s. As they declined, so did the presence of other coastal fishes. Overharvesting, coast pollution, sedimentation, and disease have prevented the return of oyster populations. Today, almost all of the oyster reefs are gone. More than 90% have been destroyed nationwide. But the Nature Conservancy Australia hopes to make 2020 the year of the oyster. After years of research and the critical selection of the Australian coast, the Conservancy has started work on 10 primary oyster restoration sites, with more on the way. This initiative hopes to restore 60 oyster reefs in the next 6 years, all over the country. Using limestone and recycled seafood shells as a base, hundreds of thousands of hatchery-grown oyster larvae are seeded along coastlines and estuaries. One site in the Noosa estuary on the Sunshine Coast will mark the first oyster reef build in Queensland. Although in-water builds haven't started yet, the community has been very supportive of the reconstruction of these rock oyster reefs. 100% of Noosa reefs have been destroyed over time, making the return of Queensland's native rock oyster vitally important to the area and the communities there. Previous builds in Port Phillip Bay, Oyster Harbour, and the York Peninsula have brought back the rich aquatic diversity that used to inhabit the reefs, acting as a window into coastal life 100 plus years ago. By the end of this year, the Nature Conservancy hopes to restore the quality of the Noosa estuary's ecosystem, creating a healthy space for fish communities and contributing to local tourist and fisheries industries.
By returning our native oysters back into the bay, cleaner waters are going to provide us with safer places to swim. It's also going to help other ecosystems like seagrass beds recover, and it's going to make our bay more resilient to climate change as well.
The Nature Conservancy is attempting one of the biggest oyster reef restoration initiatives in Australia's history. As awareness around oyster reefs continues to grow worldwide, the Nature Conservancy's ambitious program in Noosa and Australia could set the stage for future restoration projects.